back to the channel, Kookz. Today on the Vacum channel, we are trying something different. We are so excited. So this is a tumble dryer for your clothes, and I've seen people with these in their vans. We're not going to put this in our van. We're definitely going to put it in our tiny home, but we're so excited to try it right now and share it with you guys. So let's get into it. It even tells you how to unwrap the box. Okay, so you do top, bottom, and push it out. Wow, it looks so sleek. Wow. Straight out of the package, the Morus looks like it could be an Apple product. It had really nice packaging. They got that whole feel that the Apple products like to go for. So this is the Morus Zero Tumble Dryer, and it's a low pressure vacuum technology, so it can dry your clothes at a lower temperature, and it fits on top of a countertop. Obviously it can go in an RV, a tiny home, maybe even like a 170 Sprinter. Ours is too small for this probably, but in our tiny home we are planning on using this, and one of the cool features about it is it has like this UV sterilizing technology here, so this light will be a UV. Besides the fact that it is for small spaces, like I'm not a dryer expert, but I am like tiny living expert, I would say, and this is great for tiny living. You know, you can put this in an RV, like I said, you can put it on a countertop, you can pull it out from somewhere and use it when you need it and put it away. It uses like really low voltage for a dryer. It uses about 1/5 of the energy of a regular big dryer, so you don't have to wire for anything special like 240, a normal dryer you'd need to wire that for. This you can just plug in anywhere. Your normal dryer will pull about 5,600 watts. So this pulls 1,100 to 2,000 at the top. So this is really power efficient. So if you have like an off-grid system or something like that that can handle something like this, I think a lot can. If you're like living in a tiny home or something like that, like this could easily slide into a situation like that. But in a van, if you have like tons of power and you really want a dryer, this will probably work for you. Before we get into it, we just washed some laundry, so we're gonna see how long it takes for this to dry, on which settings, run through the settings with you guys and see if we like it. All right, so I just plugged it in, and this is the UV light that I was talking about. So it's powering up right now. It says to close the door. All right, so here's the really futuristic display here. So to move throughout the display, you'll hit this button here, all the way to the left. The smart mode that it's on right now, that estimates the time for you, however long you'll need to dry it. And then right below that is the quick, and that takes about 15 minutes for a shirt, and it utilizes the vacuum technology that's so special with this. And then the shirt option is after that, and that just make sure that it gets all the wrinkles out of your shirts and everything. And below that is the silk. And so that helps with like temperature sensitive items like silk. And then over on the other side, the warm, that just keeps stuff warm. Like if you were in the winter and you needed to warm up your blanket, that would be great for that setting. Refresh also, it is good for like odor reducing stuff. So it utilizes the vacuum technology to remove some of those odors. And the shoe setting is the only setting where the drum doesn't turn, and you put in a shelf in there for your shoes to sit on so they aren't spinning and hitting each of the sides. And then the sanitize, that one utilizes the UV lights, the heat, and the vacuum technology to sanitize your clothes. First time we tested this thing, we maxed it out, and I don't mean max at their max. We maxed it out to where nothing could really tumble. So it did dry everything, but it took about an hour to dry a full, not even able to tumble load in here. So now we're going to be a little more realistic, and we're going to max it out where they would like to max it out and see how long that takes. And then after we do that, we're going to see it, and we're going to put that on the smart setting. But after we do that, we're going to put it on the quick setting with one t-shirt and see if they really live up to their 15-minute t-shirt dry. This is actually like a good representation of a minimalistic load. You know, someone that would maybe use one of these. So this is like a week's worth of laundry for us. And you know, maybe if you're a single person, this might be kind of the same. Or if you are two dirtbags living in a van, this might be the same for you. Alright, so now I'm going to set it to the smart setting, and I'm just going to press go, and it's going to do its thing. It's going to calculate for us. So it spins a little bit, a couple times, and it kind of feels out how much time it will need. It's been 45 minutes, and we're going to see if it's dry. Oh yeah, these are beyond dry. They were probably done 5 minutes ago. So I think last time we just overfilled it. More clothes, more time. So this thing is pretty awesome. Like, that's about how much time it would take in a regular dryer, and you used 1/5 of the energy. And I don't know, let's see, is there anything in here? There's nothing in here. Oh, there's a little bit of Vacum Technology. So this isn't a lint drawer. This is actually the water drawer that sucks the water out of the clothes. And so this thing, you can't pull it out while it's drying. If you pull it out, everything will stop. But the smart mode was really interesting because every time we set our timers on our watch to come back and check it out, it would be re-estimating the time, so it was hard to know when it was done. That's why we were like, we kind of just opened it on the last time because we were like, those look very dry. So it might have been a little under 45 minutes actually, but it just estimates the time when it gets around 2 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to get these clothes out of here and get the one t-shirt and check on this 15-minute dry time for the quick t-shirt dry. So now we're going to test the t-shirt quick dry in 15 minutes. So we got a t-shirt here that's real wet and needs to be dried. So we're going to check back in 15 minutes. The cool thing about this too is this is about as much noise as it makes. So it's not too loud either. If you put it on like your kitchen counter, it doesn't make too much noise. And it's not going to shake and rattle and do all the stuff that most dryers do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, it's been 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. It's dry. Feel it.
Ooh.
It's 15 minutes and it's dry. That's pretty awesome that works out. Maybe you could do a couple shirts in 15 minutes. I'm going to use the refresh option on this. I went climbing and it smells like the climbing gym. So I am going to put 15 minutes on the timer and come back to a refresh shirt. Alright, it's been 15 minutes. Let's check this thing out, see if it's refreshed. That's pretty nice. Yeah, so you can totally do that to rewear your stuff. It's cool. It'll refresh your clothes in 15 minutes. It will dry a t-shirt in 15 minutes. In 45 minutes, it'll do a whole load. This thing could fit in your dorm. It could fit in your loft. It could fit in your tough shed if you're cool enough to have one of those. It will fit in your bus conversion, your RV. This thing will fit anywhere. So I'd say that this thing is Kookz certified. It uses 1/5 of the power of a normal dryer. It plugs into a regular plug. You don't need a 240 plug. It'll fit into your RV, your bus, all these things. Like, I love this thing. And if you guys know of any washers that are about the same size and energy efficient, put them down in the comments. Let us know. And let us know what you think about the Morus. And we will see you next time, Kookz. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all the cool things. Peace out.